Everybody, this is Queen Z. I'm here with my co-host, Shy and Lacey, and the one and only Shanice. When I tell y'all this is the holistic diva, she's a dweller. When I tell y'all I go to her for everything, y'all don't even understand. And we met on some different stuff. So, before we actually get started, I would love for her to introduce herself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company that you do. Company, hold on. She got like 4 or 5. Go ahead. She got like 4 or 5, so I'm going to tell y'all that now.
So, I'm Shanice. I am the owner of Little Old Healing's Apothecary. I'm an herbalist. I am a healer. I'm a tarot card reader, a spiritual psychologist, a doula, a Reiki practitioner, and the list continues because being a healer, it never stops.
It doesn't at all. So, guys, today we are actually going to do a segment. It's about holistic healing, give you guys a little bit of insight about certain things that she do, especially for the ladies. Uni steaming, like that's one of the biggest things that I do feel like is the most important, and we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Because the vajayjay, I always see your posts. This girl, y'all gotta catch her little slogans, y'all. The vajayjay is very important, and we're gonna tell you in 2 different directions. Cause like she said, she's into tarot, she's an astrologist, she's all of the above. But what I am gonna tell y'all, one thing for certain, the cuckoo is connected to the sacral chakra, and why I want her to also dig deep and explain why it's important for that chakra healing and to keep it balanced. So first, let's start with this.
Okay.
Let's get into what is holistic healing for those that don't know.
So, holistic healing is really healing the body as a whole and looking at different issues or ailments that lie within the body from I don't want to say global aspect, but throughout the whole system, because all of your systems are connected. So it's really an alternative medicine. I offer a lot of herbal remedies, and a lot of the times it really just comes down to what you eating and what you feeding and consuming within your body and your system. Even the things that you watch on TV have a lot to do with just, your overall well-being.
Okay. So, another thing. What do we have over here today?
So, I brought some goodies. I bought my Womb Wellness Yoni Steam blend. This blend is curated to it do a number of different things on a physical level. What it does is it tones the uterus and the vagina. It helps to enhance your libido. If you're having any type of issues with your vagina, as far as BV, yeast infections, if you're chronically in the doctor office, you need a Yoni Steam. If you're chronically getting prescribed metronidazole and all that other shit, you need a Yoni Steam. If you buying douches, you need a Yoni Steam. If you believe that you have any type of fertility issues, PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids and cysts, you need a Yoni Steam.
Sis, you heard her, sis. You need that Yoni Steam. Okay. So, with Yoni Steam, can you explain what Yoni Steam is? Because a lot of people know about it, but they just think it's like sit on the toilet with some heat and steam and herbs.
Okay, so I do it with the Yoni Steam stool. I have a stool that has a hole in the center for my coochie. And you sit on it. And before you sit on it, you get your herbs together. You boil your water, and then you allow your herbs to steep. Some people are going to tell you to boil your herbs. I will never tell you to boil your herbs because that cooks all of the nutrients out of the herbs itself. So you allow it to steep. You sit over it 30 minutes or better, not longer than 45 minutes if you don't really have to do anything intense. And you enjoy yourself. I use my Yoni Steaming as a self-care technique, as well as just, general maintenance, because I'm a grown-ass woman. So
Facts. Gotta keep up with that thing down there. What Monique call it?
I don't know what Monique call
it. Because you ain't see her new sitcom. She call it the titty. I think she said the tat, something like that. And no, that's why I really, really, really wanted you to bring up this unique. Because I was watching Monique, and she brought up a situation that happened with her husband. Okay. Which ladies do know, when we run all day, we constantly going back and forth, taking care of the kids and stuff. Your Uchi gonna smell a little if you ain't taking care of that. So her husband, she wanted some, good, and he was like, I'm not touching you, like flat out. Because he knew she was running all day. Like, he didn't say it like that, but he was like, no. And she like, why? Women, we get like, oh, you fucking somebody else. You doing all this stuff. But he explained to her after he took his hand.
Oh,
and he did a, woo, smell it, baby. So she got a whiff of her own,
but
older.
She smelled that shit earlier. Let's be honest.
That's how I was gonna say it. How do women not know when something not right down
when it's off? That's what makes you go to the doctors.
Yes.
So, when you smell a little tart, when you smell like your last shower was this morning at 7 o'clock.
And you need another one.
And it's 7 o'clock at night.
So, also, you said, I do know you're a dweller, and I love that. I wish sorry, y'all. I don't even know why I did that, because that is still rolling over there. Like a donut. You're also a dweller. And I do know one of my things I always wanted was to birth my children at home naturally or in some type of way in nature, so that way I can get that full vibe and actually connect myself with things. I never knew nothing about it. Like, I heard dweller, but I never understood it. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm older, I got 3 kids that's damn near grown. I wish I did get the opportunity. Can you tell us, like, the experience of being a dweller, like, and some of the things that you recommend for those that are basically going in? Why would you recommend a dweller versus a hospital? Like, being in a hospital facility.
So, in Connecticut, we only have one birthing center. And so, most oftentimes, if people are using doulas for their support, you definitely need a midwife. Let me tell you, doulas do not be out here catching babies. We might, if, it's the spur of the moment, something's going on and, we got to get in where we fit in for safety. But doulas don't catch babies. That's a midwife.
Okay.
What we do is we support the
mother.
Mom. So that may be showing her what exactly the birthing experience is, because a lot of women are misinformed. We help in terms of advocacy. Because a lot of women don't know that a lot of things that happen in terms of the labor and delivery, they violating the fuck out of us.
Well, we'll go back to that, but I do want to ask, like, can you give us some examples?
So,
just for some mothers that maybe get ready to have kids.
Right off the rip, I'll say, like, the pushing of C-sections.
Oh, I need her to explain this, because I am a C-section mom of 3. And
yeah, I'm a C-section mom.
Yeah.
Me too. Ooh. So I didn't find out until I was experiencing the doula training that most oftentimes they're really forcing C-sections on us because it's a way to get us in and out.
Okay.
And they're fucking up our bodies. They don't care about our muscle retention and things like that.
Yes.
More women that have C-sections have fupas. They don't give a fuck about our bodies.
Y'all see this thing here? This ain't for no reason.
And it's because they cut your muscles, and they cut your muscles wrong. When they're giving your baby, doping them up with all these different vaccines and all that other shit, that's your choice. They make you feel like you don't have any other choice, because ultimately when we birth a baby in this system, they're the government's property, but they still came out of your body. And so your whole birthing experience can be as beautiful or as traumatic as it could be based upon your level of knowledge as a mom, as well as your partner, if they're involved in the process too. Okay. So it's a lot.
I believe you.
It's a lot.
I believe you.
It's a lot. Even down to some of the things that they offer women for medical intervention. You know that glucology test they have women take?
I hated that sugar test. Yeah.
You don't gotta do that shit. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
But we're not informed enough in knowing what our rights are. So that's where doulas come into play.
Okay.
Doulas can help you through the prenatal process. We can also help you through the labor and delivery process with showing you counter pressure. There's some doulas who specialize in lactation consultant. I work with one. Okay. I'm still an apprentice doula, so I haven't started doing it full-fledged. I've just experienced my first live
I was
birth.
just about to ask you about the first live birth because I seen your post.
That was a beautiful experience.
Oh, congratulations to the new mom, too.
Yes. She handled that shit like a pro. Yes.
Of course, because she got this Shanice as a doula.
I was praying like shit, y'all. Because when I got that call, I was like, oh, we having a baby. I had an appointment scheduled that day for somebody to come and get a Yanni steam. I had to call sis like, look, I'm a doula. I got a baby on the way, and we have to push you out. She was like, for real? I think yes, sis, but we can't talk about that. As soon as I got that call, started praying. And then I realized, a lot of my memories started to rekindle. I only have one child. Yeah. So my daughter is 9 going on 20. I forgot a lot of...
When she say that means her daughter is very, very highly intellectual. She's beyond half of you young girls out here. Continue, Shanice.
The type of questions that my baby asks is for a completely different day.
Yeah.
But when I get there, I'm, coming into recollection of the different things that I went through, and I'm watching because we went to a birthing center. You have a choice when you have a doula. Some hospitals let us in. Some hospitals don't, depending on the states, because, there's a difference in rights and things like that. But this mom, she chose the one birthing center we have. It's in fucking Danbury. It took an hour to get there. An hour. So she had... I wasn't in a car with them, but I can only imagine what it's like.
She was going through labor.
Driving an hour with contractions. Mm-hmm. So there's definitely some need for additional resources for expectant mothers in the state of Connecticut. Danbury is not central to nowhere.
Yeah, it's not. It's the middle of nowhere.
So just that alone made me feel like there needs to be some more advocacy in that regard. But a doula, again, in terms of the hierarchy, we at the bottom.
Yeah.
Now, all the degrees I have, if I would have known that I was going to be a healer, I probably would have went to school for nursing, because I took a lot of science classes. I could have been a midwife. Yeah. But I really got started with being a doula as a healer because I wanted to be involved in the beauty of life.
Definitely. I love to hear that. And I think that's an experience that a lot of people should want. You get what I'm saying? Because again, birth is natural. Mm-hmm. It's natural, and it's actually you witnessing a spirit go into flesh, and being brought into this world, and you get to see that first cry and the first reaction,
the first everything.
Yes.
You really get to see the transition of life, because women die. Yeah. When we give birth, we die. And
okay. Before you go in,
black women died more so.
No, we're not talking about a physical death.
About a spiritual death, a rebirth.
Oh yeah,
baby. And I know for a fact you're right, because I didn't notice it with my other 2 kids, but my son, it mentally, emotionally, and physically, I felt it. Like after I had him, I started realizing a lot more different things. So I do agree, like, you definitely die. Every time you birth a child, a piece of you shed. Because
your child is a direct replication of who the fuck you are in your soul.
Exactly.
And a lot of us don't pay attention to it. The beauty of life is so fucking spiritual from start to finish. Doulas don't just help in the birthing process. There's death doulas too.
Really?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I never heard that.
Never. So this is something new, and you have to explain to us.
Yeah. So a death doula helps support the death process.
Okay, so we death as in the spiritual death?
No, the physical death.
Wait. So if the mom is...
Not just mothers. There's...
The baby?
Doulas are not just associated with birthing.
Okay.
So, when somebody is physically dying, there's death doulas too. There's doulas that support women through abortions. there's doulas that support women through the postpartum process.
Okay.
And there's a doula for every.
Okay, FYI, on our last segment, we did talk about postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
Highly so. Doulas will help as far as coping skills and stuff like that with it.
Depending upon the level of expertise of the doula will determine their level of ability to support.
Okay.
Because I'm a herbalist, I specialize in mental health, so I want to be able to support women through the.
By the way, and she is on Mentally There for you. Hello.
I want to be able to help mothers through the postpartum process. Because I wasn't the head doula on my first birth, I was really there just to see the whole cycle from start to finish and how to, intake and things like that from, the other end.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But doulas definitely could help in the death process.
Okay.
What they do is we prepare the physical body, we help prepare the family, we energetically charge the room.
Okay.
Like I'm a hoodoo practitioner. I don't know if I said
that.
Don't tell
too much. I'm about to tell them. Can you explain to us what is a hoodoo is? What is a hoodoo?
So hoodoo is a African tradition, an African American tradition that we receive from our ancestors. And what we do is we utilize the elements of the earth to overcome the obstacles of life. Whether those obstacles be you feel underprotected, you're broke, if you feel like you lacking love, whatever, there's a hoodoo remedy for that. And
she not lying, y'all. She's not lying.
Just regular stuff you use in your day-to-day life.
Okay, so energy healing, because you did say you were a Reiki specialist as well, which I did just complete my master's course. So I'm understanding, but like I said, it still takes time because you want to learn the concept and you want to actually practice it. She always telling me to just do something, y'all. Like, hello.
We get ourselves so caught up in trying to be perfect with it. Reiki is so fucking dope because it's not your energy.
It's other
You're
people.
utilizing the energy from source.
Yes.
To help cleanse the energy of somebody else. You always ready for that.
Now, what I am going to say, because I do know I had an incident before and I had to utilize your ass. I do know that because when you do utilize energy, we ran into situations, and I know you have, when you picked up energy of some type of, how can I say it? Like a person that's unhealed. Do you have any signs for other people? I could give it to them, but maybe it'll be, you can explain it a little bit deeper than I could.
You know when you attracted an energy vampire just based on how you feel alone. After your interactions with them. And that's why I got into Yoni steaming, because sex is an energy transfer.
Thank you. I wanted to get into that.
I know I could tell by if I got a headache, if I feel certain sensations in my body.
Yeah.
It's really based upon you have to be in tune to how you feel in order. That's all about intuition. It's how you feel. The energy that you're picking up.
There's always signs behind the energy. And a lot of people ignore that. And I notice a lot of people be like, oh, even when you growing up, you don't pay attention to stuff like that. You just go on with life and just be like, oh, I'm from this era.
We all pay attention.
Yeah, but we
intuitive, intuition, to me, I found that most healers are the people who've been broken or hurt.
Definitely.
And so you being intuitive is actually a defense mechanism.
Yes.
So it's a act of safety and security of you being able to read the room.
Definitely.
Remember, I think I told you, I said I'm probably in the low grade of it because I told you, remember, I had a situation where I was in the room and I had to go. I was like, I've been in this room multiple days, multiple times.
Yeah. Why
this day I'm in this room and I feel this way? Something in my soul is not right. I said somebody was saying something I knew, because I'm like, I haven't felt this way till now.
Yeah.
And that's weird. months been passing, all this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm tripping. I was like, nah.
Your spirits know.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell when you enter into a space and the vibes don't feel right. Your spirits know the conversations that was had in that space before you entered.
Absolute.
Yep.
And that's basically what it was. And I told her, I said, once you go in there, your whatever you was feeling, it was your spirit guys. It was basically telling you no.
Exactly.
This is not your time.
And we be resisting it,
Yep.
sitting in it, thinking, oh no, something's wrong with me. No, bitch, it's something wrong with this space.
Yes.
It's something wrong with these people. Make adjustments.
Definitely. What? And they, like you said, you feel the energy. Like, it's times that I could go, like, prime example, I went to the state office for my medical. And it's like, I felt people, of course, me being intuitive, me clairvoyant, I could hear conversations from within people. Like, the energy is just fluctuating. So, something told me to just get up and go. As soon as I got up and go, two ladies started fighting in front of the thing. Right where I was sitting at. So it was like when she's saying pay attention, sometimes some people be like, oh, I don't know how this happened, but spirit will, your guide, spirit, everybody will give you an insight, a sign, warnings, back to back. And I swear, when the thing actually do happen, this is what I say. It's now, it was your freedom of choice that you took, right? And a lot of people just be like, oh, that's just life, problems happen. No, you can prevent some of your problems by just listening.
Let me tell you, when I was young, I'm going to say like 21.
Mm-hmm.
You know when Humphreys used to be the shit back
then? Yeah, I used to be in there. I wasn't supposed to be in there.
I never got a chance to go to Humphreys. The
really?
one time I was going to go to Humphreys, I was fully dressed. Had my little romper on. I remember everything I was wearing. That was my first real, like, encounter with my team.
Yeah.
I was fully dressed. Why I fall asleep? Woke up
you were supposed to.
The next day, they was shooting in that shit.
That's when the gentleman got shot in the car. I remember that. That's crazy because I was supposed to go that night to see the universe. You did it to us. Like,
we be looking at a lot of situations that happen, especially when we feel rejected. When that's really protection. And we are not. We take things too personal. We take the acts of others too personal, and that's what really got me into my journey and really trying to fix the shit that was wrong with me because I knew my disposition was fucked up.
Yeah. So, what was one of the first signs when you knew that you really had to start tuning into yourself on your journey? Because everybody go through their transition and they path at a different way, different pace. I do know, like you said, an empath, empathetic person, intuitive person have the signs at an early age. We see things, but a lot of people say it's our imagination. Or what do you say about parents saying that to kids? Because I tell a lot of parents, they kids, we can pick up on that energy from a child, knowing if they intuitive or not, or if they tapped in, or how they reacted to certain things. And like, prime example, the other day a kid was nervous and didn't want to go somewhere, and the parent was still trying to force the kid, and the kid was like, no, like, and I told the parent, listen to the child. A child can tell you something before you even know something, because they're more in tune than we are. Because they that's why I say kids ask questions. But what do you got to say for parents that say, like, I hate when parents say, oh, I'm not going to listen to my child, you know, and sometimes your child could be saving your goddamn life, but you ignoring them. What do you have to say about that?
So, the kids be knowing. My daughter is not gifted like I am.
Yeah.
She's a messenger, though.
Yeah.
So she'll come through if I'm having like a hard day, and she'll say some shit to me that I need to be reminded of in that moment that I have said to her.
Yeah.
So I could tell she tapped in.
Definitely.
But when it comes down to just things that I see and hear in other people's kids, I could tell a kid's sign in the store when they wilding out. I know a Leo baby, a Sagittarius baby, Aries. I can tell. And I just pay attention. I smile.
Now, I got something to say. Could you tell they moon sign? Because when they emotional, goddamn it.
So, yes and no.
No.
Because I could tell a earth sign. I could tell the element. I can't tell what
directly
sign.
What they are. Because sometimes the elements is all like similar. Like, prime example, fire signs usually are more feisty.
They'll be the ones that'll fight your ass.
Shut up, Shanice. Don't do that.
Fire sign moon will fight
is
you.
A fire sign.
Yeah, but she said the moon. Yeah.
So
what's up with my fire sign daughter that let people bully her? She an Aries moon. She got to get it together.
So you also got to look at how she love.
She's a lover, but she's also a person that I'm going to. You didn't even know this, but I'm setting up something. I wanted to meet with you with her.
Okay.
Because I do need assistance. With certain things, she does have like a high emotion for things, and I think it could be trauma that kids that go through trauma, when you go through trauma, and that's another topic that I wanted to bring up, and I wanted to touch bases because I do know a lot of, it makes what's going on in the world right now with these kids. I'm going to say it's these adults. It start with the parents first. You get what I'm saying? We ignore our own traumas and we just take it as, I'd say these kids raising their damn self.
Or our traumas become our kids' traumas.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit that we say to ourselves in our head is not our own shit.
Yes.
You would never say the things to yourself that you say in your head out loud.
No.
But those different things that you're rehearsing and reciting are the voice of somebody else. More than likely, it's your mother, it's your father, it's your grandma, it's your aunt, it's somebody who pained you. And so the best thing that I could tell parents now is be conscious of what the fuck you saying to your kids. Be conscious of putting your hands on your kids. I will say I made it one whole year with not putting my hand on my daughter.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself because I realized when I'm teaching her how to defend herself in these streets, and I'm telling her, don't you let nobody put their fucking hands on you.
But you put your hands on
I'm putting my fucking
yeah,
hands
that's
on
contradiction.
her. So she was looking at me, but she ain't say it. I'm intuitive. And my team stepping up my
said, I know.
So I'm like, I'm just not going to hit her. So I've been being a healer means you got to work on the shit
Definitely
that's broken within you. And it also means you have to recover and repair generational patterns. Okay. And my mother used to whoop my ass.
Yeah, girl.
And I feel like I turned out okay on the outside, but on the inside, I was fucked up for a long time. And that's what made me really not want to have kids. Yeah. Because I didn't want to fuck my daughter up. I didn't want to fuck another person up.
But that's
because
a good
that's
thing.
Where it starts at home.
Yeah.
If you got unaddressed trauma and shit, you need to see somebody. Whether if it's a therapist, a spiritual life coach, a Zakola. It's a lot of healers out here.
A lot. And one thing I did want to bring up, what do you think about the balance of the world right now where we have I'm gonna say dysfunctional of masculine and feminine energy taking place? And girl, I'm just sitting here scratching my nose, scratching my head, scratching my eyes. I don't know.
Are we talking about divine masculines?
No.
Okay.
We talking about the feminine and the masculine energy in general. Oh. How you see a lot of men are starting to become more visual like women, like emotional like women.
Okay, so
yes, she put the hit side. That's why I wanted to ask her that.
I don't judge men for being emotional. Men need an outlet. They need space. They need somebody to hear them. And I'm a woman. I'm a Cancer. I'm nurturing as fuck. So come here, baby.
She said, "Come get them keys."
Let me see you and all your demons. We gonna work through that shit. But
there's a but behind that, y'all.
Women are not rehabilitation centers for broken men.
Men, definitely.
And men are not rehabilitation centers for broken women. Mm-hmm. I feel like everybody has to find their balance between their masculine and their feminine energy because we all possess it. And for some reason, emotions gets thrown out to look or appear to be feminine. And
yeah, but it's not. It's not.
It's human.
Yes.
Dogs have emotions.
How many episodes we didn't say that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have seen dogs cry.
Flowers have emotions.
Yup.
The trees have emotions. Grass have emotions. the sky has emotions.
You ain't living if you ain't got no emotions.
So, to me, it doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered by a man that's tapped in who can express their emotions. What we find is a lot of distorted men who don't have the ability to express their emotions, and then they become physical or they abuse other things. And
she set the tone for the. Let me tell you this. I ain't cutting you off, but she just set the tone for the next episode, y'all. Y'all don't even know that. This is why I love this girl. Y'all don't even understand. It's cool. She's literally opening the remnant for the next episode right now because we're going to record it after this one.
Good.
And it's about domestic violence.
Okay.
And men domestic, women domestics, the difference between both.
Okay.
Go ahead, shorty. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
So, I don't even remember what I was
saying.
saying.
My God, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay to come back. I just feel like we got to feel ourselves completely. We don't even operate in a society where we could feel our emotions all the way through because niggas got to work.
Yeah.
The whole society is really built on detaching us from our souls. Like, we wear shoes, so we don't even.
What did I say?
We're not grounded.
Oh
like,
my God.
On nice days, I look forward to nice days so I can go outside and walk in the park barefoot. I am liable to hug a tree. Don't let it be a full moon and it's a nice and full super moon. I'm pulling over, I'm taking pictures, and I'm looking at that shit. We don't pay attention.
What belongs to us. All the stuff that the universe gave us, we build buildings to hide it. And this is something that's given to us for it's like, I call it the compass of life. It's there. And then everybody said, oh, I don't believe in astrology.
Why the fuck not? The planets was here before us. The sun and the moon was here before us.
But they will believe in a history book that somebody else write. That's some funny shit.
We don't even pay attention. Like, we all need to start keeping journals of the shit that's happening right now in this time, space, and reality. Because 20, 30, 40 years from now, they're going to be fucking lying in the books.
Yes, they are. And we actually got the direct history.
Because we
created it.
COVID-19 going to be something completely different when it come out in the books. And I can't wait for my grandbabies to come home and ask me, because I'm going to tell them the government was trying to kill us. They was playing with us and trying to kill us.
All right. You open the stage for that next question. What is your theory of what the fuck is COVID-19? Because I can express what I feel it was, and it still is. And girl,
China had it first. They mainly had it, and people was touring out there, and then they got it and brought it back.
But what I'm saying on a spiritual aspect,
it was a purge, and it was really an invitation to the new shift that's happening. Like,
and
the
nobody see
world
it.
has been different since COVID.
Yes.
I literally just started getting back outside, and I feel like, where the fuck I been these last 2 years?
Definitely.
They don't even have bags in a grocery store no more.
Nope.
Like, what?
The world is completely different. Eggs is now almost $20 for.
The shoes are different.
Yeah.
Before
rubber. You see, first of all, remember she just mentioned about grounding ourselves and having you know why they make it? And I told everybody, do not buy the fucking Mickey Mouse Clubhouse ass boots that they wearing.
Oh, them red boots? I wanted them. Them
shits is disconnecting us even more than what we ever been.
I just want them to take pictures.
I want them. Let me tell you, as
I love you, but I'm gonna play the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse behind you.
That's
okay?
fine. That is fine. As spiritual as I am, I realize I'm having a human experience.
Exactly.
So part of what I have to work through is my materialism. I love clothes. I love shoes.
Yeah.
And my team trying to break me away from that shit slowly but surely, but still, if I would have had it when them boots was out,
yeah,
I would have got them shits because they fire to me. That don't mean I'm not gonna wear them shits to the park and take them off and take my shoes off and walk.
You gonna take them shits off and walk?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure, because I swear to God, I told my boyfriend, I said, bruh, he's like, I'm gonna get so. I said, and I'm gonna say. But I said, go ahead. I gotta give back for you.
Fire.
We're gonna have Mickey Mouse Clubhouse playing.
Those shoes are just something that because I'm into shoes and clothes too, and sometimes you gotta Because some things I won't wear,
Mm-hmm.
but when you still got to look at it and be like, why did that person make it like that? And it's always some specific reason. It may look crazy to you, but to them, it's made that way for a reason.
I'm a creative,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
I like different shit. My hair is green, so
Yeah. And y'all know what that is, right? Explain to them why your hair green, shorty.
So this will be the last time y'all gonna see me with green hair anyway for a while. So I can tell you, my hair is green because I was trying to work on my heart chakra.
Thank you. I already knew that.
And a lot of people was like, oh, you like money, your hair green? No, like I was really trying to work on my heart chakra because I found that I was very guarded for a long time. And when you're guarded and you a healer, that's a fear-based mentality, and it detaches you from truly experiencing life in its fullness.
I'm glad you just said that because I think we all go through that, especially us healers. Like you said, most of us been broken, so we put a guard up automatically. But I also agree with you, and I had to sit with myself recently and say the same thing because I know I'm not experiencing what I genuinely want to experience because of what I keep, like basically my fear keep popping up, and I keep saying, "Oh, I'm not trying to be vulnerable with people." And
I don't think we say we don't want to be vulnerable. We don't let people in.
Yeah.
I never said. So, I recently had the understanding that for a long time I loved and was loved dysfunctionally, and now I found myself to be more isolated because I've kind of grown to learn what love is, but now
Yes.
I gotta practice.
yeah,
Right? Not just like the love I share for my daughter, because when I love myself, I love my kid.
absolutely,
To share love universally,
yeah,
like we don't, society tells us, quote unquote, that the laws and systems are based on love, but they're not.
no,
We as a society as a whole, we are not loving.
no,
Everything is very transactional, very conditional based, and that's not love. Everybody should read the book All About Love by Bell Hooks.
and I noted we definitely gonna note that in the thing, thing.
Also wanted to know about the stone you have on your
Yeah.
neck.
Oh yeah, can you explain to us?
Yeah, that's what I really.
This is an amethyst.
I knew it.
And this helps with relaxing, and it also helps with people who are fighting addictions. And it's just a really dope crystal. Don't let nobody sell you no crystals that's wrapped in silver. Your crystals, especially if you black, need to be wrapped in copper because that's a conductor from the sun, and it helps to charge our melanin. Everything I do is intentional.
Yeah,
People don't realize that. They think hoodoo, witch, this, that, and the third. You bugged out. No, the fuck I'm not. I haven't.
she trying to help you.
I've never been this tapped in and turned on
Yeah.
and turned the fuck up than I have been since I've started to live in my truth.
Definitely. And I think a lot of people, that's why some people run around and they so confused because they still so attached to the world's acknowledgement of who they are that they don't even realize that some of them, I told somebody the other day, I say, you may be a person that feed off of other people's energy and you just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to learn to detach and distinguish between the two, what's mine and what's not mine. You got to let go what's not yours because it actually becomes a burden.
Hell yeah.
It becomes a burden.
You could pick up energy off somebody in the grocery store. There was one time, most oftentimes if you see me, my head is covered.
Yeah. Which I did notice you didn't come covered today.
Because my head wrap wasn't cooperating. It's in my bag. Most oftentimes when you see me, my head is covered because that's a way for me to protect my energy. But you see, I got this big ass crystal on my neck.
So she protected y'all.
So you could walk in a grocery store. Like there's been times I've been in a grocery store, somebody was arguing with the cashier, and I felt that energy jump on me. I was about to wild out on the cashier, and I'm like, bitch, calm the fuck down.
It ain't your energy.
It is not yours. That lady didn't do nothing to me, and then I breathed. I'm like, all right, chill. Because I'm an empath, so we pick up stuff all the time.
Yes.
And we don't got time to be saging everywhere we go, because you can't do that.
No. It's that. I just said that because I was like, he don't allow, like, lit stuff in here. So what I did, I bought the Florida water and stuff, and I came in here and did my thing. Okay, that's what we is getting out of here. I'm not gonna even lie. You gonna edit that out, right? Yeah. But we are. For the fact of it is because I do feel like this is too closed in and it's not enough room for me. I want a sage. I want to be able to do what I normally do at home to protect my place.
I told you because of the things that you do, I think it would be better.
And she also said be out more.
Yeah, because I like that you just like you said about the crystals and the copper. You can actually, I want Cola to be able for people to come to her and actually get that correctly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because she's a spiritual person, people who want that type of stuff.
Well, I'm going to be honest. We all know I'm not complete. I'm learning, which I may end up connecting with you.
Listen, we get too caught up in it being perfect. I'm not saying that to me because somebody had to tell me.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be doing all the shit I'm doing a long time
ago. Yeah.
But I wasn't confident in myself. I'm like, I do this, I do that. I can't be no healer. I wasn't accepting my calling.
So back to the beginning. What was your original calling? Because when I met you, by the way, she do awesome foods. Y'all gotta really check her out.
I don't know. Like,
well, would you tell us something about like your foods, your Yes. Yeah, she makes I didn't watch so many of her dishes that she put together and they are dope. And y'all better follow her on TikTok because she think I don't be seeing her. I be peeking.
So like being a healer, I do everything. Like I'm a creative.
Yeah.
And I never realized that everything I've always enjoyed my whole fucking life is a part of my gift.
Yes.
Like I'm a Cancer, so I'm nurturing. I could cook my ass off. And when I say cook my ass off, I know how to cook soul food and I know how to cook soul food. There's a difference.
I tell people that all the time. A person can cook for you, but it's not from their soul. When a person cooks from their soul, that means everything in them. They love, their compassion, their positive energy. And don't let everybody cook your food because I do believe in negative cooking.
I don't eat from everybody.
You can't.
You know what that reminds me of? SpongeBob. You know SpongeBob is like that? It's a cartoon, but little do you know, like you always see SpongeBob cooking the meals. As soon as someone else cook a burger, all hell break loose. Yeah. Why? Because SpongeBob comes with the energy, the love, the actual love for
what he's doing. What he's doing. That's okay. Because I know I don't want to take us too long. It was one. Do you have anything you want to touch base with? She the one. I'm telling you now.
Okay, you do the Unisteams. Okay, that's just the packet that it comes with the packet, and then it's like you.
I have a Yoni Steam studio. Y'all should come.
Okay, we are coming. So, that's what I wanted to tell her.
Okay,
because I just told her that. But
like, is there a booking? How much is it? Like,
so it's $77.77.
Not bad.
Not bad at all because it's not just a Yoni Steam when you come in to see me.
Yeah, explain your Yoni Steam process because we coming. We might actually bring the camera that day and do a segment because then that way everybody can know like, yeah, shawty, this is Liddy.
That's fine. Definitely come and see me. You get me. And I'm going to tell you about you during your Yoni Steam.
So you actually give us a reading.
You're getting spiritual life coaching. You're getting a reading. I've always been this way. Yes. So outside of all the different tools and shit I'm talking about and using, it's just a vibe.
Definitely.
And I'm a help relieve your soul. So everything that you come there with, you definitely not gonna feel the same when you leave. From your yoni to your spirit and
we coming.
Definitely.
We coming.
Definitely.
Because it's necessary. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. If I could recommend anybody, definitely go see her for Uni Steam because that's a part of self-care. I'm not trying to be funny, and everything that she's offering with that, I believe is very vital, especially women that are overworked, overwhelmed, over-pressured, over everything. Like, if you just saying you over everything, you need that escape.
To rebalance.
You need that escape to rebalance. And even if you can't get out of town or, even go to the water or something, go see her, get a Uni Steam, get something that's going to cleanse you, not just by your coochie, but your whole spirit, your whole being, everything about you. And I do believe you're gonna come out 10 pounds lighter, probably 10 pounds spiritually lighter too.
Let me tell you something. Your yoni sits where it sits on your body because everything is connected to your pussy. Your coochie, your vagina, your vajayjay, whatever you call her, your hooda mama, whatever you call your pleasure center. Like, your creativity is attached to your yoni.
Now, not just for women, but can you explain about the men part of it? Is the same thing. It's our sacral.
Yeah, so men got that whole prostate thing going on, to be honest. I'm not into masculine reproductive health because I don't got a dick.
Yeah, no.
So I'm into general wellness so I could, help with that. But in terms of just to support the men and their reproductive health, I could do that to some degree because I'm a herbalist.
I got one last thing before we close this thing out because I swear I seen your post and I think I might be coming to that be the first one of the couples. She was talking about tantric. Tantric. Yeah, a lot of people, and I think when we was on other podcasts, the lady mentioned it. And I said, that's funny. Because Shanice just mentioned something on her page that she's thinking about starting to offer them classes. And
I need a man first to be my demo, but yeah, like...
Y'all heard her. She need a demo. Not just anybody.
No.
She gonna fill you out.
A lot of the people that jump in my DMs is an automatic fucking no.
So don't jump in her DMs asking if you could be her partner.
For real, because I go after what I like.
You heard her.
I know what I like. And I feel my way through.
If you ain't it, you ain't it. But can you explain to us, and for those that don't know, what is tantric?
Tantric is intentional intimacy.
Can you go a little deeper? Because for the ones like with we're like intimacy, like
sex.
Get it, girl.
Sex.
Okay.
And it's really inviting your senses to be engaged in every way during pleasure while you're being intimate with the energetic exchange between you and your partner. So,
can I ask you a question attached to that?
Yeah.
Would you say why a lot of women I hear say, oh, a man is not pleasing me and stuff, is it because they're not energetically connected to that person?
So there's a number of different variables in that. First of all, there's a lot of different ways to have sex.
Yes.
To orgasm. Like, it's not just penetration.
It's by touch.
Yes. And y'all gotta watch.
Definitely.
And I also haven't dealt with somebody that I want to explore long-term commitment with them because I be changing, I be growing, and I need...
You gotta evolve with me.
Yeah. And I also need to deal with a man who could teach me something.
Definitely.
Like, I know a lot, and I also don't want niggas who gonna be teaching me about street shit, because I'm beyond that. Like, how can you feed my soul?
That's true. That's definitely true.
How can you help with this bag? What do you know about money? Because that's where I'm at in my life now. What can we do to secure generational wealth?
Facts.
Because when I was young, I thought, me and my degree and a drug dealer, we could do something. No, the fuck we can't. Because that was stupid.
Yeah.
No, the fuck we couldn't. So now...
And she's speaking to y'all that think that life plays off. Pay attention.
No, the fuck it don't. Because there's a lot of different shit that come with it. And a lot of us is not ready for it.
I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. I agree. I can't even say no more agreements because, and that's the thing, when you evolve, your partner should be evolving with you. I wasn't gonna touch the masculine and feminine energy.
And my head went straight to soulmates. I'm gonna say it one time because people get caught up and be like, they my soulmate.
And they not.
And they could be. You have a soulmate for every level of ascension, evolving. Wherever you find yourself, there's a soulmate for you.
Definitely.
But you know what I learned from somebody that said something? I had spoke to another spiritualist, and they said sometimes your soulmate isn't the person you're supposed to be with. Your soulmate can just be your friend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a soulmate could be many things. It could be your
kid
friend,
could be
your
a soulmate.
kids, somebody else's kids, somebody else's mother could be. Remember, I was telling you because she has a foster mother, and I explained to her. Yes, I say your foster mother because you feel like that's your mom, but that's your soul mother. That's
she's my soul.
That's a person that in another lifetime y'all came from the same soul family, and y'all here to finish off. And I'm gonna tell you something. I love her foster mother for her.
Leo.
Don't smile at me.
She's 74. She's 74.
But she dedicated herself to taking care of her no matter what. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I said, because when somebody loves a child, they love a child. And she's seen more than you just being somebody else's kid. She's seen you as her own.
You're a grown woman now. So.
Yeah, and you still her child, like, you know, and that's fortunate because a lot of parents, foster parents, they don't want nothing to do with the kid.
My biological mother don't want shit to do with me, and I came out her pussy. To have somebody who you don't have no blood connection to love you
is a blessing. That's deep.
Yeah, God won't ever see. You're never gonna lack. When you open yourself to love, you realize that you've never lacked.
Definitely.
Because God won't put you out here to fend for yourself.
No.
Like, you may not get what you want from who you want it from, but it's there for you if you allow it to. And that's why my hair is green.
I'm proud of you because, she was a F and F. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck.
Word of mother, she was F and F, and I'd be like, Shanice, you know, I'm the spiritual sister to myself. God, deal with her. Deal with her. No, I get what she's saying because you can't be like that, especially if you're a healer, like she said, because you close yourself off completely from what your assignment is, honestly.
I had to learn. It took time to get here. And I think that's what people forget in terms of healing. Healing don't happen in a day. It don't happen in a week. I've been really dedicating the last 5 to 7 years to being better. And when you start asking God for certain things, that's when the triggers and the tests come for opportunities of development. So I can't be asking God for love and then I have to be trained to learn to love myself. And then it makes you look at the areas in which you weren't loving yourself so you can start making corrective actions.
Definitely.
And so who I am today is the best version of who I've ever been because I've done the work to get here.
And listen, you got to pat yourself on the back, honey.
Yo. If
Every
I don't
time.
know nobody else gonna do it.
Absolutely. So before we close out, can you please tell the people about your business, how they can contact you, where they can follow you? I know you got a list of things, so just start.
So,
or you want to email it? No, you are going to email it to us because we're going to post your.
Yeah, we're going to post the products on our page.
So. On Facebook, I'm Shanice Little. You can find my business page, but I don't use that shit. I'm my brand. I am the best representation of my brand. So, Shanice Little. If you find a scammer or a scammer jump in your DMs and say they got a message from the ancestors for you, that's not me. I promise you. I do not reach out to people and solicit shit. You will come to me if you need my help.
Definitely. So, and that's another thing. Please tell the people, do not accept those type of people because a healer, somebody that's intuitive, we know that we have to be invited, first of all.
Facts.
We know we got to be invited. Somebody saying, hey, Spirit showed me this. Listen, even if I do know or see something from somebody, I know unless that person come to me first, I'm not going to tell you that.
It depends on what your gift is.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a medium, spirits will come to you to tell you to deliver messages.
Yeah.
But they're not about to be delivering no message to you if they don't know you off of Facebook.
Definitely. Y'all got to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's wild.
You got to stop doing that.
Like, if you come in contact with somebody on the street and they tell you, yo, somebody walking with you and they said X, Y, and Z, or yo, your team wants you to know X, Y, and Z. That's probably legitimate.
Definitely.
That's more legitimate than somebody jumping in your DMs and saying your ancestors got a message for you.
And it sounds like somebody got a message for your ass right now. So, y'all, before we end this, I just wanted to give Shy a chance to speak, and then we're going to close out. I want to thank Shanice. That's definite. Because, listen, I wish we could have you, like, another segment, which we probably could.
I could come.
I actually want to bring her on the segment when we do the guys and girls.
Yeah, because
if you're okay with it.
My husband is going to be on that podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a matriarchal man.
Okay. Yeah, he is.
He's very
awesome.
Like, we've been together for almost 9 years since I was 17. So he's been the same.
And he's really good. That's why,
best man in the world.
He's a good
Anybody
person.
who knows him, as soon as you speak to him, you like, I love you for some reason. I don't know. He's just that type. Like,
and even with his condition, he's still the same person. That's why I said
if he was walking,
these men can't be making excuses out here.
Ain't no reason.
Ain't no
excuse.
And
he's the one who's gonna he's the one who want to check them, because he's like, and me and tell you, my husband don't talk. Like, he's not a talkative person. When he come, if we all in the room, he's the type to be in the corner.
He's quiet.
What's his sign?
Aries.
He's April 1st. I'm April 4th.
Ooh.
I did not check their moon signs yet.
Okay.
I didn't check their whole neurology chart.
Yeah, y'all gotta look at y'all natal chart.
But I think definitely, if you want me to explain, they are here to be who they are in this lifetime, and the challenges that they're going through is because it's going to elevate both of them.
Okay.
And I do feel they are twin flames. I know for a fact, because from the start, the way that they met, the way things was, twin flames beef at some time. We know you can't beat. That's how we're going to get her on the next segment, because we are definitely going to talk about that. Is she the perfect person? Yo, y'all don't even understand. That's exactly how we met, though. That's what, if everybody want to know. We met, I was doing readings, and I did a reader for her at first, and then she did a reader for me, and then we just was like, all right, you my man, guy. This is somebody, like, real talk, because I'm not into, like, a lot of things yet, and I'm learning. If y'all ever come to me and I say I got somebody that I will recommend to y'all, she's going to make me do a check on y'all first before I even sing y'all to her. She's like, yeah, Z. Because I already got chewed out one time. We ain't going to bring up that subject. But shorty,
that girl was crazy as fuck. And
yeah.
If you watching this, you was a crazy bitch.
You are.
It was crazy.
You just crazy.
Wait, y'all both did a reading on
First of all, she came to me, right? And I'm going to explain this. And this is why it's very important when a person is an intuitive person and we are readers. And this is a warning to those that get readers from us. And it's not that we be shysty towards y'all. We can feel y'all energy before we even do the readings. So what she basically had me do was she told me to do a reading first to sense her energy out to see what the backstory was before I sent her over to her. Because automatically, I felt the girl was doing too much. She wanted to basically put a spell on her ex-husband to get him to come back to her. And we telling her, you need to heal, baby. Something wrong with you. That's basically you're altering somebody's life. He don't want you. And he's not even giving the sign.
Hold on. Because all spells
are not bad.
All spells are altering free will and energy. All of them. Whether you're doing money work, protection work, love work, self-love work. So that be the main thing that keep me from being open in my hoodoo practice, because there's a lot of stigmatism that comes with it. But baby girl came to me and thought that just because she said she had money that I was about to jump. Yeah. And when it come down to it,
wait, so she was trying to pay you?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. That's basically that she should go to jail.
I think
no, she wouldn't have went to jail.
No, spirit can handle her with that.
Yeah. No, she's jail.
Spirit,
absolutely.
Lock her up.
And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not gonna report back to you, but I did hear some things that did happen to her after that situation that was basically your karma.
And see, that's what the fuck you get.
Yeah.
Because whenever you go to somebody to do work, they need to be conducting divination first. You
Definitely.
need a reading to see if the work that you're doing is justified.
Definitely.
The only time I don't go to my team and ask for permission is if I'm doing money work, because why y'all want me to be broke? But other than that, you need permission. So Shorty came to me trying to get me to do some domination stuff, and I did a reading, and I was like, no, baby girl, you need some self-love.
Yeah. And she definitely did, because she tried to come at us with all types of extra shit.
Yeah, she did.
And that's when we really already know. And then she told me to protect myself, cleanse myself. Like, we have to go through a whole process after something like that. And sometimes it distracts us from reading for other people, because we don't know what y'all be dealing with. Like,
that's why I don't do live readings on Facebook no more.
Yeah.
Because people take advantage of healers. Y'all think that what we do is all love and light, and the shit's supposed to be free.
Nah, we get y'all energy actually can drain the fuck out of us and the life force out of us, because
there's been times I've been doing a reading on live and I felt the energy of somebody being abused, and I had to stop it right then and there and cleanse myself. Y'all do not understand that we are not just pulling cards and randomly giving you messages. We're
tapping into y'all energy.
And we're tapped into what your experience is.
Yeah.
So there's been times people came to me on the live, yo, I've been depressed. I need a reading, bitch. You better go. I just got over my depression.
Right.
I don't want to feel your shit.
My shaman took me down.
Right.
Well, I want yours. Nah, but seriously, to let y'all know she's telling the truth, y'all gotta be more lenient on these readers, on us. Because sometimes, even when we tell y'all we can't read right now, sometimes it's for a reason. We are human too. We go through, like she said, human experience. We got to cleanse ourselves. We got our own problems and own energies that we dealing with. So sometimes y'all got to really, it's like y'all not going to go to your doctor and say, oh, you going to fix me right now. You got to check my JJ right now. You got to make an appointment. You got to allow the doctor to give you your date, your time, his schedule. Because sometimes, even if they got to reschedule you, it's a month. They'll have their nurse call you and tell you, listen, we got to reschedule, for a later time. They don't got to give you the reason why. Because you got to realize they also have their own, we got our own lives. We have our own children. We have our own family or friends that we got to deal with, our jobs or whatever the case we're doing, businesses. It's too much. And sometimes we don't want to put our burdens and our energy in our readings. And even we could can you please, and I swear we're going to end this, because if not, we're going to be here all night. I promise
we got another segment.
Yes. Can you please tell people about an intuitive reader in the room? Like, reading the room. You could be in a room. You can hear the conversations and stuff. You can feel what people not saying just like I could. And I'm pretty sure people think that is a joke.
It is not.
They think it's a joke, though. And I'm being honest.
I can tell by the way you talk, what your mind frame or your mindset is like. I can tell by how you eat.
Yeah.
I can tell by the things you're not saying, juxtaposed with the shit you are saying. You could tell me, oh, I don't think I'm really good at this. I'm going to tell you, you got low self-esteem.
Flat
Work
like
on
that.
your self-esteem.
Flat like that.
I don't think I'm good enough for this. You're great. Oh, I want to do this, but I can't. You just told yourself, I want to do this, but I'm not going to do this.
Because you contradicted your own self.
You contradicted your own energy. You cursed yourself.
Pretty much. No way around that.
Spirituality is about being intentional with your words.
Wordplay. And then we literally gonna end it. Can you explain to them about words? People take words and I always tell, that's why if you see I put the words around here, stay positive, work hard, make it happen. Because that's gonna give me the encouragement and her the encouragement, and people that come here every day, like, it may be a little space, but as long as I keep seeing this, it's telling me to keep passing myself forward and keep moving and always be inspired to keep going. But wordplay means a lot. And a lot of people don't understand even the self-doubt words that they say about themselves, even the word plays to our children, word plays about people. Like, I don't play about talking about people with death and stuff like that, because them words do trickle back.
Facts.
And a lot of people do that, or they joke about death, and I'm telling them, like, y'all better stop. or they talk down about people. And I'm like, the words that you say can trickle back. It may not hit you. It could go to somebody in your family, your loved ones, somebody you close with.
A lot of the things that we say about other people is a reflection of how you feel about yourself anyway. So that's why I don't talk about people.
Yeah.
Also, even words like good morning have a negative connotation. I don't even say that to people anymore unless you catch me off guard and I don't really have a connection with you.
Yeah.
But if I love you, I'm telling you grand rising, peaceful risings, rich risings, wealthy rise,
Definitely.
righteous risings, because everything has a vibration.
Definitely. Even words.
Especially words. Why do you think music is as powerful as it is?
Oh, she definitely come on that second. I'm sorry.
Everything has a vibration, and that's the biggest part that I honor in being spiritual, and recognizing the vibrations and colors and words and the things that I hear on the radio, the vibrations in the food, the vibrations of herbs, the vibrations of everything. Everything is psychological. We just don't pay attention enough. So that's how things miss us.
Definitely. I agree. Again, y'all, this is Mentally There for You.
Mentally There for You.
You can find us on YouTube at Mentally There with the number 4 YOU. Facebook Mentally There for You. You can, if you would like to be a guest or come on with one of us on one of our topics that we post, email us at mentallythereforoyou@gmail.com. Y'all is gonna see Shanice again. I promise you. Cause we got a segment.
She's a good time.
Listen, y'all don't even understand this. She's a full ball of energy. And I'm gonna be honest, she the one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't even know why. Do you remember?
No.
I was doing the pageant stuff, and what you said to me in Hampton that day. You gotta get back to it, sis. Don't do that to yourself. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, I felt, like she said, insecure about still doing readings because it was a lot of things attaching to it. And it was making me feel like I don't want to feel these people energy no more. Like, but that is my job, and I did notice some things wasn't working for me around it. So I do want to thank you.
You're welcome.
And I was pushed back into position, and that's why I'm back here. You see this? Look, sis did her work. That's what a healer is. A healer, sometimes we need healing too.
Hell yeah.
We need healing too. It's good to go across a friend that do call you out by spirit and not by flesh. I respected that day because she could have just been like, oh, you got the pageant, girl, all that. She said, no. Why you not doing your readings?
Because you're the one that inspired me to buy my own first deck.
You better have. And I told you that. But that's the thing. She reminded me of something that I said to her. I was discouraged. She had to snap me back to reality the same way I told her to go out there and get the cards. And the reason why I tell anybody, if it's in your heart, do it. Because that's definitely a part of you. And for so long, it was a stigma around tarot reading and black people and all this stuff that we doing now.
It was predominantly white women doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was for us.
Me neither.
And when I seen you doing it on live, I was like, she from New Haven, she black. Oh, shit. Gotta give me some cards.
And I'm going to tell you something. It's a lot of us out here now. And I respect it because now we're coming up out of the shadows. And they did say this was going to be our time, the age of Aquarius. We was going to come out.
These different tools and shit belong to us. Our ancestors used to read with playing cards.
I just told somebody.
Our ancestors used to read tea leaves. Our ancestors used to read cigars. So a lot of the shit that we're into now that we're not paying attention to belongs to us.
It's in our bloodline. It's who we are. That's why we say, wake up to who you are. Know thyself is a big, big thing. Again, y'all, this is Mentally There for You. I'm Queen Z, and this is Holistic Healing with Shanice. And we out of here, y'all. We love y'all.